Hey guys, it's Drew again. They say age is just a number and you're only as old as you feel. Well, I had a birthday this last week, and to be honest, there's some days I feel a lot older than I actually am. But when I opened up the gift for my girls, I got to feel young again. I got to experience something I used to decades ago when getting a card. You want to see what they got me? Well, let's check it out. As I mentioned, my birthday was this last week, and I'm getting older, but I try to take it a day at a time and try to have a good outlook in life. Well, my girls got me something special, but let's go back a little bit in my history. I collected like a lot of people when I was a kid, getting packs, trading with friends, trying to put sets together, and just overall accumulating a lot of different stuff. Well, by the time the 90s came around, I was still accumulating a lot of stuff, but I had my first real pinpoint focus, and that was Griffey. I collected a lot of Griffey. Griffey was my guy. And to be honest, Griffey was a lot of people's guy. But I accumulated a lot. I tried to get as many cards as I could. I didn't care about the values as much. If I didn't have that card, I wanted it. And I ended up with hundreds of cards. Now, I would not call myself a super collector, and I kind of stopped accumulating Griffies years and years ago. But when I got rid of a lot of the accumulation part of my collection from those years, I kept my Griffies. Not only did I keep them, I display them prominently in my room. I don't show them off often because it's not vintage and that's not kind of the theme of my channel. But every once in a while, I love going back and flipping through my Griffies, taking myself back to those years where I was getting cards and going to shows and going to shops and kind of getting that stuff. So it's been a while since I've shown them off. And yeah, my girls did give me a Griffey. So let's go. I'm going to show you my Griffey stuff, and then we're going to get into the story of what they got me and why it's so special to me. So here we go. So here's a lot of my Griffies. This isn't all of them, but this special case that I've got years and years ago has nothing but Griffies. And it's one of the coolest cases. I'd never have made one. I did not make this one. I actually bought it at a flea market, but it houses about 360 something different cards. And I have chosen to put my Griffies in here. All of them are different. None of them are super valuable, but they all have a story to me and they all mean a lot. So if you've not seen this before, I did a video years ago when I first started a channel. You can go back and check out the story of how I got the case and what it all holds. But there you go, there's my Griffies. And I do have a binder of a few hundred more, but I like looking at this. I like flipping through and remembering certain cards and why they were special to me and what I liked about those cards and, just typical stuff as a collector. Well, one of the things is Stadium Club is kind of known for their photography. They have beautiful photographs and very intentional on the way they took pictures and displayed them on a card. But the card I want to talk about, while it's got a beautiful photograph, actually is not a Stadium Club. The card that I want to show off is this one right here. Now, I have this card from years ago. I've talked about it even recently, about how I think it's beautiful. This is from 1995. It's from Zenith, and it just tells a story. It shows his great swing. It's got the ball flying off his bat up in the corner. There's nothing on the front but the name of the set. The back is a nice back, typical back from the 90s, but I absolutely love this card. There's just something about this image showing his swing, showing his power, his strength, just that follow through, just classic Griffey. So I want to show you what they got me that's related to this card. So I got this card back when it came out, probably 95, 96 when I finally found it. And I love the card. What I didn't know at the time was not only did they have the regular card, they also had included in certain boxes a blow up size of the card. And you can see the regular card next to the blow up. Well, I found that a number of years later. Just thought they were cool. Had them paired up together in my collection. Had them, on shelves and walls for years. And just a great photograph, like I said. A few years after that, there's a young man that used to work for me who is quite an artist, and he decided that he was going to give me a gift. And he drew this, and what he drew was the actual image of the Griffey. Wrote the legend, Griffey, even included the baseball up in that top corner. And I always loved that. So for years and years, up until, well, just this week, that's the way the collection was. That was the three that went together. Had the original card, had the blow-up card, and the drawing by the young man named Michael. Well, what my girls got me was I had seen this on a video from Brian from Hype Pop Professor, and I had never, ever known this had existed. Again, I got out of Griffies, I got out of chasing them and doing the research. I had what I had. I'm happy with what I have. But when I saw this, I thought, this is incredible. And I let my wife know, and she told the girls, and my girls went out, found this, and surprised me for my birthday. So what it is, it's another blow up of the same card, except this one is the Dufex. And again, I just think this is absolutely beautiful. A lot of the stuff becomes super shiny. It kind of takes away, but the fact that it looks like the ball exploded off of his bat with it. I love the colors in it. I'm not a super shiny kind of collector, but this just touched a special spot for me, and I absolutely love that. So that is what the girls got for me. I will happily display this, and if you ever see it somewhere in the room, you'll know exactly where it came from. So that's what I got. I wanted to share it with you. Tell me what you think. Is this a card that just always hits you well, or is it just like, yeah, it's just another card? You like the shiny stuff, or is it too much for you? It's really okay. Either way, I love to hear the comments. So let me know what you think. I appreciate you guys for coming along and celebrating with me. And until next time, you guys be good.